Hey campers, Georgia, back in the man cave. Got me 3 knives. Yeah, no handle. Look at that. Ha! Look how thin it is. Needs some love. You know, it's just a Robeson. Yeah, a Robeson. $1 swap meet. Then I have this guy. Very cool. Liking this knife. This is Richards, England. Another favorite. Look at it. Male call, I believe. Can't remember. Needs some loving. Then we have this beastie. It's beat up. Yep, paid $1 for it. Yep, Robeson. Ha! And I got this guy. Let's check him out. So as you saw what I'm talking about, a couple of different knives there that I need to clean up. Like this guy. See that? Needs to be cleaned. And handles, right? We're going to have to figure out what we're going to do with that. Look at it. It's a gentleman's pen knife. This should be a pen blade, but it's actually been made into a Warrencliffe. See that? And your nail file. Every gentleman carries one of these, right? Well, there's a lot of them out there. The issue is this guy. See that? Robeson. Very cool. So, we got to put a cool handle on you. Make it look nice. Clean it up and do whatnot. Then we have this guy. Another pen style. Not quite an equal end. This is bigger than that. But that's because the blade's smaller and bigger. I'm assuming. Both pen blades. You saw the video. Pen blades. I like them. This one, I think, I'm not sure, came in a mail call. Or maybe it was the swap meet. I can't remember. You know, I mean, that was yesterday. But this one, Richards, Sheffield, England. Yeah, I got a couple of these. This one's very cool. Different, nice little pen. So you've got a picture of Parliament buildings. Got to clean this guy up, sharpen it, and make it look good for the collection. Then we got this guy. Another Robeson. Yep, paid $1 for it. Look at that. Okay? But there's more to it than it's a Robeson. Very cool tank stamp. If you look at this, it says Robeson pattern. It says that. Look. I was like, what's that all about? And it's got the number on the back. I looked that up. Well, that doesn't exist allegedly. I even got hold of Kevin, and he said, I can't find that number. Yeah, neither could I. And he's like, ooh, how much did you pay for that? And I was like, well, $1. He goes, nice. Yeah, we are. Handles are coming off, and I'd like to keep this as original as possible. I don't know what this material is called. It's old school, and it's that stuff that shrinks, pops, or whatever. And I think if we just clean everything up underneath here and that sort of thing, dip it in some hot water. I mean, not hot, but hot enough to soften this. Then take it out and glue it back together so that it looks nice and cool, and then we can clean it up. Nice project there. And then, of course, this guy. Remember this? The horror. This happened. See how quickly that moved? Not good. Not good at all. It's really soft. This thing's about to break. That's not good. Take it easy on it. It broke. Man. Remember that? I was taking the tab off. Bing! Oh no. Broke the tab on it. I gave up. I was thinking I'm going to have to find a whole new piece, clamshell, and move this onto the new piece. Thought that was going to be a challenge. Then everybody said, glue it. It'll be okay. Just glue it properly. I don't know if it's strong enough, but I thought I'd give it a go. Well, it did. It worked. And while I was checking it, I was fiddling with it, and bing! The other tab came off. So I had to glue that one as well. You can see it, it's coming.
Think this is going to work? Hope I didn't glue anything together that I shouldn't have. This might work.
It's coming up now. Seems to be working just fine. So let's clean this guy up and finish the job we started. I got a bail for it too. So let's have at it.
So here's this guy. And, you know, I checked it out. It seems to be working good. But we have to take off all that excess glue and then finish cleaning it up. I mean, it's in pretty good condition. A little bit of sandpaper might remove the excess glue and that sort of thing. Clean up the bail, this guy, and put it on, and we're all good. We'll just need to sharpen it. So that's pretty exciting. This guy, we need to do some work. And we're going to need to glue things on this, which means we wanted to let it set and everything. And you can see the knife here. It needs a good clean. Pretty beat up. But the blades are in good condition. Look at this. Very nice. So let's see if we can fix these handles. Keep it original and whatnot, so we're going to have to clean that up. Boil some water, dip it in there. I wonder if we even have to dip it. Maybe I can use my heater, my heat gun. Maybe that'll work. We'll use that. First of all, I want to clean it up as much as possible. You clean underneath here without pulling this off. Heat it up and put some glue under there and squeeze them down. So that one's going to take a little longer. This guy, the Richards, I love these knives. And these guys, man, they do a good job. They were popular way back in the day. Another Robeson. We're going to come up with a handle about that. So while I do this, I'm going to think about that. Then we can clean this and that, and this and that. Let's do it. I do have some little files here. See this? That's pretty thin. Wonder if I can get that in and just scrape off some of the gunk here. Even that's too thick. Huh. Let's try this one. This guy. Oh, okay. That's a little better. And I just want to get underneath there and get all the gunk out. See it all falling out here? Ew. There's a lot of dirt and stuff. Get it cleaned up as much as we can. Get the heavy stuff done. You want a nice, reasonably clean surface to glue to. Yeah, that might work. Let's see if this guy will do the job. Came apart on the other side. let's let it sit. So now we got this ne'er-do-well. I think we're going to have to pin the handle to hold everything together. And I think I want 3 pins in it. No, maybe just 2. The spring is down the middle here. So I think I'm just going to leave that in. I'm going to take these pins out. And that's how we'll pin the handle on. I think that's the best bet. What are we going to use? I have a box of what's available. Okay, we don't have much of a selection here. I've got some ironwood, which I'm not sure if that's what I want on there. And then I've got some G10 here. This red is way thicker than the green. And I don't think the green is thick enough. I don't want green. I think I like the red. It's these two. It's appropriate for this. It's a gentleman's knife. I think the red. I know it looks too much like Victorinox, but still, this will polish nicely, won't it? I think I want to go with the red. We've got to take these pins out. So I think I'm going to file them down, punch them out. We'll leave these ones in. They might come apart, but we'll see. Let's do that. The boss has dropped in for an inspection. Allegedly. Let's file these off. Careful. I'm being safe. Are you just going to sit there in front of the camera? So I went over this guy with 1500 and just gave it a quick polish. Now I'm going to go to 7000 on it. Then it'll be ready for some polish and a sharpen. I do like these Richards though. They're very nice knives. Building scape there. So, you can do some 7000 on it. And here you can see the 7000 on it. Ready for sharpening. So in this guy, I've got the shape of, I basically followed the liners, which gives me the shape. Now I have to, it's way too thick for this size knife, and I want to shape it more. So you can see I've started, I want to round this off and reduce it. It's going to take a lot, but I think it'll be a lot better than having that thick. Just doesn't look right, but if you thin it out more, I think it'll look nice. Kind of rusty. Let's see if we can clean it up a bit. A little better. Still playing with the wire, Missy. It's not a toy. Now look what you did. Don't bite me. What do you think, Mary? What do you think? Think that'll work? Yeah, not impressed. The blade doesn't have any snap, but that's okay. Let's go a little bit finer. I did a filing and then 80 grit, so now I'm going to go to 1000 and then 7000. I'm thinking of putting an acrylic coat on it. We'll see how it shines up. And that is with 1200 to 1500. I'm going to try 7000 and see what it does. If it puts a shine on it, and I think I'm going to do the acrylic thing. but I think the acrylic will make it better. But I'm going to do the 7,000 anyway, because I can.
Ready to be sharpened now. Let's work on this guy here.
So we got this guy now. I glued it all together, but there were gaps, so I filled it with super glue. Now I got to clean it up. So let's have at it. $1,000. Started off with 600, actually 80 to clean all the super glue off, fill all the holes, you can see there, and then 600, 1,000, 7,000. Turned out pretty good. Gonna polish them all the knives, and then we'll sharpen them at last. So here we are here, all polished, cleaned. This is the Richards. Very nice, very cool little pen blade. People tend to forget about pen knives. They're very cool. Here is that hammer where the handle I'd broken the tabs on it. Shined up nicely, glued it all together. Thank you all those that pushed me into that. I wasn't convinced, now I am, I think. Cleaned up nicely. Another one for the collection. Very nice. Go well with that other one, and the only thing is that the Scout isn't as clear, but you get the idea. And this little Robeson gentleman's knife, I suppose you would call it, pen knife, pocket knife. A little big for a fob, I think, but cleaned up nicely. The handle worked out way better than I thought it would. But it took a lot of sanding, but heck, here we are. And yep, it's a Robeson. Manicure pen. Very cool. Very happy with that one. And then this one, the big swell end 2-blade jack. Cleaned up nicely, had to fix the handles up, they're coming apart, falling apart, that sort of thing. Got that back all together and a quick clean, and of course this tang stamp. Very unusual. Can't find the model number for it. Spoke to a couple of people about it. But hey, which means it's just special. Huh. Let's sharpen them and then we'll be done.
So there you go, campers, giving them their final oil on the bolsters and making sure that they're a little smoother, a little cleaner, helps the walk and talk, and of course stops rust. It'll certainly delay it. But wow, that was a lot of work. 4 knives, that was a bad choice on my part. It's made the video a little long. But couldn't decide what I wanted to do, so I just took off for it. What do you do? So this is the Richards. You can see it there. Ooh, let me get it for you. There we go. Really like these guys. They Sheffield, England, very popular. Certainly back in the day when they were right at their peak. In fact, they were probably considered the most successful knife makers, pocket knife makers in the world at the time. Everybody else was struggling except them. They really did a good job. And you can see the landscape there. Pretty cool. Very cool. And then the plain, just a plain black. It's not even cracked ice or anything. It's just plain white. Very cool. Like this knife, I don't have a pen from them, so I have 4 or 5 of theirs, mainly campers, that sort of thing. Nice add-on. Then we have this guy, the horror. The problem with this guy was me. As you can see in there, I broke the tab off and decided I'll wait for another handle, but you guys really insisted that, you know what, try some glue, because you really like the handles. I wasn't just going to switch the handles, I wanted to transfer the cover as well, but you convinced me. So here we are, and it actually worked. I used that professional super glue, not the gel, the other one, the liquid. It worked pretty well. And while I was putting that one back on, I broke the tab on the other one. So we had to glue that one as well. But you can see it there. It is a Scout hammer brand. Has a very close cousin. You saw that in the last video. Very nice. The covers on these are in really good condition. Look how they shined up nicely. Very cool. Very cool. Very happy about that. Hammer brand fan. They made a lot of knives, and you know, they were part of Imperial obviously, but still they made some good knives. Then this guy, well, you saw what this took. Worked way better than I thought it would. As you know, I grabbed that. I decided on the red G10, and I went with the thicker because I thought the thin, a little bit too thin, and it was green, and I didn't think it was a good look. And so I went with the red, which made it really thick, so I had to file that all down, and I wanted it to that shape. And of course it's that typical pen cigar shape. You may have seen that video I did when I showed you all those pen blades, pen knives, pocket pals. There was a couple of Victorian oxes, and I really liked that idea, and this actually worked out a lot better than I thought I would. I had to file it all down and all that good stuff, and file and file and file, and then start smoothing it out. And I went down to 1000 grit, started at like 300 and worked my way down, and then put 2 coats of acrylic on it, and then just polished it. So that worked out well. The blades cleaned up. You see they sharpened up okay, and you've got, you know, your manicure tool, which is what it's really all about. It's considered a gentleman's pocket knife, manicure pocket knife. That's what it would be, and that's why I wanted it nice and smooth like that. Have no idea what the original handle looked like. I tried to look them up and I couldn't find them, but it is Robeson, which was the main reason I was willing to pay the $1. $1, because it was missing the handle. Turned out pretty good. This is the guy that I'm most proud of. Not so much the cleanup and everything like that, but just I now really own a pretty good Robeson. And you know, this is obviously a swell-in jack. Was pretty dirty, pretty beat up, and that, you know, you saw the handles were peeling off and all that good stuff. So that took a lot of glue. Same thing again, used the super glue, cleaned it all up when I was done. Had to get it all the excess glue and everything off. The steel was pretty rusty, went through it all. And then of course, you know, it's a 2-blade, basically an awl and a blade. So a 2-blade swell-in jack, and you can see here. And then the very cool thing was this, the fact that it said Robeson, pattern applied for. So it did have the model number on the back, and asked a couple of hundred people if they knew what it was. Nobody could find that pattern number or their model number on it. So pretty unique, I hope. It worked out well. So there you go. Fun project. Tested me, this one. Took a lot. Believe it or not, the hardest part about this whole thing was putting it back together. The spring in this runs down the center. Fortunately, it's a small spring and that sort of thing, and I could force the blades over the spring, but it was a challenge. So there you go. You all be safe out there. Now that you sharpen them up, these obviously I use mothers to clean them and then sharpen them. And I use mothers because they're going into my collection. I won't be using these for food prep or anything like that. These are collectors for me, as are most of the stuff that I restore like that. I'm building a collection. Zzz. I got way too many already, but you know what? It makes me happy. Own all these sharp and shiny things. Just saying. And don't forget, like, share, subscribe. You know the story. Pretty sure I'll be back. Gonna start on my walking stick project that I've planned. Really struggling with that because I haven't started it because not sure what I'm gonna carve into it. Whether to really fancy it up or keep it reasonably simple. But we'll see. It's gonna be as I go. Just about everything is as I go. What do you do? Also, don't forget, join button below if you'd like to join the channel and the membership program, or you want to know more about it. Just click on that join button. It'll give you a breakdown of what's what. And, there's only 2 tiers, first and second tiers on it. If you'd like to support the channel, that's a good way to do it. It's a monthly thing. If not, no big deal. Just appreciate you guys watching every time I post a video. Thanks for watching. Always appreciate it. We'll see you again soon.